CD's got a brand new phone with a crack. Ask CD-Rom. Hey dude, can you fix that? He doesn't know a RAM from a floppy disk. CD yells, please just read the dang instructions. Risk. They're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy, clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. Glammy plugs their toaster into the LAN. CD screams, it doesn't work like that, man. Kill the Wi-Fi, my printer's on life support. Glammy shrugs and retorts, you're my tech resort. They're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. CD's got patience running razor thin. Glammy's here asking, dude, where do I begin? Eject the disc, he says, hit control and save. Glammy's like, how do you live in this tech cave? Controller tangled, Xbox crash on the screen. Glammy calls CD, says, you're my tech machine. CD sighs, you're a one-man error log. Without you, buddy, I'd still use dial-up fog.
Oh, of course. Of course. I forgot something. Let's fix that. Come on. Please? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Kernel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. This is Lil Cow Tech Talk. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody? I think I might have made a mistake. Did test just start? Because if test just started, then I didn't clearly think this through. And I adamantly apologize if they did. Because if they did, then I didn't know that we were playing this game. I thought that test is only an hour in. Okay. All right. Well, they've been going for 60 minutes. Okay. Well, I might have screwed this up. I probably was supposed to wait and I didn't know. So test has my apologies. Nightmare Josh, you have my sincere apologies if I am running against test. Probably should have waited. I didn't know. I just kind of started things and then realized that you were live. So, whatever. Yeah, probably. What a day, huh? What an absolute day. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, CD-Rom 1019, and baby, I was born this way. Wow. What a day that today has freaking been. Sweet Teas and C, I will join her briefly. But crazy, right? Did you guys watch all of live today? Because that was insane. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about a number of things. Let's talk about Sweet Tea. Let's talk to Sweet Tea. Let's talk about some tech, and let's talk to her about some tech. So we got things to get into. So I suppose we should roll right into it. I have to... Yeah, so this is going to open up a new window. All right, hold on one second. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bow. All right, hold on one second. Let's fix this.
Is that UCD?
That's me.
Oh my God, I thought it was Keem. You get to be Keem tonight, huh?
I always get to be Keem when I'm inside the studio, baby. Hello.
Holy
there we are.
Shit.
How's it going, Sweet Tea?
It's going good now that I see that you're in the freaking KEEMSTAR's chair. This is awesome.
Yep, I'm inside the Camp Keem studio, and we're gonna have some fun with it today. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, good morning. How are you, Sweet Tea?
I haven't been feeling too hot, but I've been trying to just tough it out.
Are you feeling better?
No.
No?
I should have went to the urgent care or something yesterday, but I didn't.
Why? What's going on?
I have like a fever. I don't know if I think I got like a kidney infection because my side's been hurting me.
Okay. Do you still have a fever?
No, it's went away.
Oh, okay. So you're
Thank God.
You're a little bit
that
on
part's
the mend.
over. Sorry, I'm trying to say.
No, you're fine. You're
the whole back fell out of my computer, by the way.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. Yeah, take your
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna try to take it to a guy to fix it tomorrow. There's a place where I live that said that they can fix computers in a day, and stuff like that. So.
Gotcha. So like the I think we talked briefly about this. The hinges on your laptop are a little messed up, right?
Yes. Really messed up.
Okay, cool.
Really messed up now. It was just one screw on loose, and now it's both fell out.
Gotcha.
Of the back.
Yeah, broken hinges on a laptop like that are frustrating. I've been there, totally been there before. Let me briefly talk about the goals. You guys probably just saw I briefly updated them just to take out the extension. I don't think we're going to play the extension game today for a couple of obvious reasons. You guys are very likely coming off of a couple different shows, the least of which was that insane Lol Cow Live episode today. So it's a reasonable expectation that I am completely wiped. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep right now, so we're probably going to do away with the extension game today. Maybe we'll try to pick it up tomorrow when we're both had some. Not well, I can tell you that much. One of the reasons I'm a little amped up as it is right now is because I'm technically on vacation. Although this is the workiest vacation I've had in a while. So
This is like the most work vacation of anybody's ever had.
Yeah, well, I'm
maybe like Fear Factor or something. Going on Fear Factor and say that's a vacation.
Yeah, no, I've got I basically, hold on, I gotta pop this out. I want this up here. There we go. I've basically got reasonable time off from like my day job, and I've been spending the time off up at Camp Keem just doing a bunch of stuff. So. But this has been an experience.
You really succeeded. You're gonna be like on live. It was worth it.
It sounds like I might be. So that's gonna be a thing, probably.
That's an insane leap. If you think about it.
Yeah, you're telling me. I don't know if any of us were really prepared for it. Because I wasn't when I got here. I'll tell you that much. He didn't tell you beforehand or anything? Well, we were briefly talking about it openly, right? So I got here as part of the party. We spent time at the party, and then like even doing like mundane stuff or like taking rides and just like in casual conversation, the possibility of me going to live came up, and I didn't really fight it. I was just kind of more dumbfounded that I was even being considered. So what basically happened is that I spent I spent basically since Saturday, because like Friday was the party, and I spent Friday partying. The Saturday is kind of when the possibility started to arise, because I was just kind of like having these these really interesting conversations and just kind of being myself and just doing a bunch of stuff around Camp Keem. And then the Sunday stream happened. And because we brainstormed a lot of different ideas, and Keem kind of like got a feel for who I am and my personality in like real life. And then what he also found out was that I'm 2 hours away from his house. So if he needed me for something, like it's basically a hop, skip, and a jump for me to get over here like relatively quickly, just to make something happen. And then after that, that was the Sunday stream, and that's when the really insane stuff started happening, right? Just how I performed on live, and whether or not I was funny, whether or not I was willing to do a bunch of really dumb stuff to make myself look like an idiot, and on top of that, do tech talk. Now we had an oopsie on Monday, and that's on me. I should have been a little bit more assertive to actually come into the studio and check whether or not I could have gotten on the computer, because the answer was I could have. So we could have and probably should have done the show on Monday, but we're going to go live on Saturday to compensate. But I've only really been trying to be myself since I got here, and continued to do that. And I've been spending I think another piece of it was that I went to work on Tuesday. I had something really important to do at work, and then I came back when my job was done for the day, because not only was I having such a good time, but I have displayed an interest in kind of just like learning some of the tricks of the trade. I wanted to spend a lot more time here just kind of like learning from KEEMSTAR and kind of getting a feel for him, and maybe learning a little bit of production while I'm doing it. So these are all the things that I think contribute to what's happening with the decision to live. And part of it is also what Keem said, that he wants to relaunch a show at Milker's time slot to be kind of like the hot lead into live. And that's whatever that is going to be, is probably not something I'm capable of doing at this stage. But what I am capable of doing is being myself, and maybe, depending on the scenario, being really funny and or stupid, and maybe having a good time on live. And I think that's what's going to happen. Now, everyone should probably know that this is going to involve a change in my work schedule, which will cut the time that I can spend on Tech Talk every morning in half. And we're going to have to figure out what that's going to look like going forward, and how much longer my time on Tech Talk is going to be. But that's not a problem for this morning, so we're not going to worry about that today. Today, we're just going to have a good time, and today, we're going to consider talking a little bit more about you, sweetie. So why don't we start and have you tell us what happened with last night, huh? Because I was in the middle of a show when we get an announcement of the century that you don't want to do Tech Talk anymore. So what happened there, girl?
Or was it earlier today? I can't remember.
Earlier today, yesterday, kind of the same thing at this stage. We all,
yeah, you're right.
We all kind of heard about it at
that confuses me.
9 o'clock.
Okay. So whenever I was sick, and I'm still sick, man, I didn't think that I was like, well, I can push through today. At least I ain't got a fever. But whenever I was sick, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, what can I possibly do on this show? And from the hours that it's at, it just seems like an impossible feat. And when we did our show, what day was that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like me and you didn't jive very well. I thought.
Well, I mean, the whole universe can kind of see that, but you and I haven't worked together before. We've only had the interactions we've had through tryouts and both trying to find our place in the universe, and what we had like that day we did Aussie together. But like we have to.
Yeah, that was good.
But this is like what we had on Tuesday is kind of a natural part of the process. You and I have to figure each other out. That's true. That's only going to take time.
I didn't give it any chance either at all because I thought maybe Keemstar was just like throwing me here to like for me to quit, like to be like, oh, I'm not firing you, but go to Tech Talk kind of thing.
That's not the that's not the feel I get when talking to him and talking to you about this. I don't think he wants you fired from the universe. I think he wants you here. If he wanted to, trust me, if he wanted you gone, you would be gone. Okay. So that's let's not talk that way, right? That's because that's very clearly not what's happening. Oh,
I know. That's what I was gonna say. Whenever I talked to Keemstar, it really helped me like see things clearer, and I was probably getting in my own head. If you haven't noticed, I do that a lot. Is it all crash out over something stupid? I don't know why.
It happens, and this kind of, I don't know, this decision. I don't know if I want to say that it feels correct, but it feels like it doesn't feel like a wrong decision either, right? Because when I stopped to think about a number of things, because I worked with Glammy for 2 months, and Glammy is a ball of unmanaged anxiety. I have somewhat managed anxiety if I'm remembering to take my medicine, and we can't always have two hosts that do that because that's a very volatile, combustible show, right? So on top of that, like the stuff that goes on around dolls is the stuff that makes her happy to talk about. I know because I worked with her and I talked with her and I can see how much happier she is working on dolls, or not happier. Happier is not the right word. How much more fulfilled she is because even though we were happy to work with each other, tech's not really her thing. And I know that tech's not your thing either, but you and I have a common interest in gaming that we can work on top of, right? That in anime, and we can figure each other out. That said, you're not like a ticking time bomb when it comes to anxiety, although you've been throwing yourself into a number of controversies that I don't know if I want to attach to my name either. So we're going to figure that part out going forward.
Shit. You're too good for me now, CD?
Oh, no. I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Which controversy do you not like the most?
Which one do I not like the most? Don't make me go through the Discord list of 34 allegations, girl.
You know that half of those are just them trying to be funny.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Well, you and I will be cool as long as you don't sling accusations against me. You're not planning on doing that, are you?
I hadn't thought about it, but now that you mentioned it.
Oh, girl. Here we go.
No.
All right.
I whenever I sent Keemstar that message and I told you to like, I forget what I said. But I said something about you.
Yeah, you
I was
did.
like, I ain't working with you.
Yeah, you did. What was that about? What did I ever do to you?
I don't know. I didn't give this place a chance.
All right. Well, you're ready to do that now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Cool.
I'm ready.
Cool. All right. We don't have to worry too much about it. Although you were a little hostile. I don't know if I appreciate that very much.
Sorry.
You told him that he could take the job and then shove it up my butt? Like why? Why?
I was singing that song in my head, you can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. In my head. Mm-hmm. And I think I was like texting it with the mic, so I kind of like sung it and put CD at the end.
You know, here's a good thing you should learn about technology. When you're telling Siri to transpose your texts, it doesn't really get context that well, girl.
No, it doesn't sing it out for me, does it?
No, it doesn't. Maybe next time you want to consider a voice note.
No, that's true. I never really even use those. I need to start trying to use those more.
Well, you sent it to him in Discord, right?
Yeah.
The voice note might have been a smarter option for that if you were singing a song the whole time, because none of us knew. I thought you were upset with me over something, and I'm like, I never did anything wrong to this woman. Why is she mad at me?
I wasn't mad at you.
Right.
I really wasn't.
Okay. All right. Well, good. You and I can be friends. The divorce is not final. So...
We're in marriage counseling.
Oh, Christ.
Your first wife done left, and I moved in. I'm the second one.
Oh, Lord. Okay. This was fun for a second, but I don't know if I want to keep the wife allegories going. Glammy's liable to get mad. She takes her marriage to her husband very seriously, so I get it.
Okay.
All right. I have, we definitely have some housekeeping things to go over, but let's talk briefly about what's happening at the top of your screen here, where the goals are normally. Guys, so you've heard, if you've been following for the past few days, I've been attempting to get myself onto a dating comedy show called Updating. They are relatively popular on YouTube, and they are going to be in Rochester, which is a town over from me, and it's another town. Well, not town. It's a major city over from me, and a major city over from KEEMSTAR. And they will be in Rochester on August 6th. And I'm attempting to get myself as kind of like the lead contestant of that show. Here's the kicker: the two gentlemen that run Updating don't have anybody to process casting for them. It's just those two. So they tell everybody that one of the best ways to get yourself noticed is to bother them incessantly, and to even have your friends and family text them too. So everybody knows that I'm horrible with women. My dating life is awful, and I will be frank with everybody. I haven't gone on a date in 2 years, and I'm really sad about it. So anybody who would love me to make a bigger fool of myself and get asked heaps of inappropriate dating questions.
And meet the woman of your dreams.
And maybe meet the woman of my dreams. I'm not going to put my eggs all in one basket, but I think it'd be fun, and I think it'd be good for my character. If you want to see me on the show, please text that phone number on the screen. Tell them that you want me for the August 6th show in Rochester, New York. I have already applied. I'm probably going to apply again because I think they recommend.
Did you say it didn't go through?
It did go through. I just didn't get emailed about it, and I don't remember if I took a picture of the page that said like a bunch of the stuff that with suggestions afterward. So it suggests like making a video, I think, to their Instagram, which I haven't done yet. So there's a number of things that I need to do. So there's that, but I definitely want and need your guys' help to get on that show. Hell, like just message them every day too, if you want. I'm not going to stop you. Maybe if you guys get a response that says if you guys get some sort of response that says, yeah, we got it, like stop messaging us, then like stop messaging them. But until you get that, I don't see any harm in telling them that you want me on the show. So let's try that.
Like a showman.
Yeah.
You want to be a star.
Kind of.
You're wanting to go the mile.
Oh, geez. I'm going to go the whole 9 yards. Like my contacts, dress up nice, all the way down to my dress shoes. So it'll be fun. I've got 3. Oh, by the way, I'm taking 3 of my friends to that show too, and I haven't told them what it is. So this will be even more fun. They don't even know what I'm taking them to, and they have no idea that I'm trying to be a contestant. So that'll be even funnier if we can make that happen. So there's that. All right.
You'd be the wild card in your friend group.
Say that again?
I never thought you'd be the wild card friend, but it sounds like you are.
Kinda. It depends. I'm a neutral chaos maybe, or chaotic neutral.
Isn't everybody in the local universe chaotic neutral?
No, not always, but I'd say chaotic neutral is about right for me, because I'm not always like lawful good or lawful evil or evil. I just usually just try to do stupid stuff among my friend group every once in a while, or just make dumb jokes. Steak, thank you for the $2. Appreciate it.
Better now that you mention it.
Billy, good morning, Billy. Are they female friends? Two of them are female friends, yes, but they are not dating prospects. One of them is married, and the other one is widowed, unfortunately. So,
Available then?
well, I'm not. No, I'm not entertaining that possibility. She was my best friend's wife. It's like, I'm not interested. I'm not going to do that. So
A thing people did back in the day was marry their brother's wives when they died in war or something to take care of them.
Something about that. Aura. Okay. Got it. Aura. Thank you. I will pull that up soon. I have a little bit more housekeeping I need to do. For example, oh God, it's so bright. Don't like,
I don't know how to say his name. Diogo says that Nightmare is a fool and he convinced him Keem said he couldn't go live and went live an hour later. But Keem didn't say shit and his fans were pissed. What's that about? Do you know?
Oh, is that what's happening? So,
is he doing this to spite Keem?
I don't know. So basically what was supposed to happen today is that there's a number of problems here, right? So the stream today for Locale Live was Rastov's last stream in the U.S. Rastov is leaving the United States today to head back home, head back to his lady, head back to his life. So Keem had very fairly and very forwardly told everybody in the universe that Locale Live was doing an extension stream today. It was going to extend into Queens, or it was very likely to extend into Queens and into Rewind and possibly anything after that. And it got extended to 1 a.m. today. So basically all that was going to happen was that Queens and Rewind essentially got the ability to take the night off. The Mike apparently didn't appreciate that, threw a bitch fit, and then quit the Discord and quit the universe. Don't care. None of my business.
Dude.
So,
Dude,
all
he is so entitled.
I don't know. I don't really want to make too many comments. There are people that I don't want to make enemies out of this whole situation. I'm very misinformed. Okay, Gidgy. I'm misinformed. Then maybe there's what he said he quit. That's all I know. Okay.
You seen it with your own eyes?
I heard it with my own ears. Okay.
So, well, that's pretty.
Yeah, I was right next.
You're not like getting this knowledge secondhand or anything.
I was right next to KEEMSTAR when he said he quit. Now, things might have changed since I decided to lay down for the 2 hours of sleep I was able to get before coming to the studio and doing a show for everybody. So perhaps
you're doing it.
If I'm misinformed at this current stage, then I'm misinformed. It's outside of my bubble. All I know is that see, Ricker says that that Mike said it in Discord and then left the server. Okay, well, I'm not. I'm not saying Queens was right. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure of one thing. Did I say Queens was canceled? Because
you said Mike quit.
That's what I thought I said. Mike quit today. I didn't say Queens was canceled. I'm not saying Queens was canceled. Was I screaming?
Gidgy's upset.
Gidgy, I'm not. Okay, all right. Well, then I owe you an apology.
You made your enemy. If
I said Queens was canceled, then I'm wrong. That's not what I meant to say. Apologies. That's not what I meant. I meant to say that they only needed to take the night off. They're not the show. All right, guys, look. Hold on.
Nice.
Hold on. I'm full screening myself. Guys, Queens is not canceled. If I said Queens was canceled, I was wrong. And don't take my word for that for saying that Queens was canceled, because Queens is not canceled. Rewind was not canceled either. Tomorrow, Rewind and Queens will return to their normally scheduled time slots. Thank you for this PSA. Okay, anyway.
I'm not upset with you, LOL. I was joking. Getting this poor man's heart all tore up for nothing. He thought he made an enemy today.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gitchy. Appreciate it. All right. So basically, they only needed to take the night off today. So they essentially, I think Queens decided to push back several hours. Their choice. I don't think Rewind went live today. Their choice. Ozzy, from what I gather, probably should have started an hour late and probably would have went for 1 hour. I think Test sounds like they started late and went for 1 hour. If I had known that they were going to do that, which I didn't, I wasn't, because when, oh, you were told you had to go on. Okay. All right. Like I said, guys, there's a number of things I'm not in the loop for. Okay. So I'm trying not to make, I'm trying not to make stupid
allegations.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I'm trying not to make stupid comments where I shouldn't make them. I just don't know, because my focus was put fully on the live episode today, and as soon as that ended, I spent time cleaning up the campsite. And when that was done at approximately 1:30, I went to bed. Well, I scheduled the stream and then I went to bed. As far as I knew, we were doing the did I forget to, oh, son of a bitch. I knew I was forgetting something. I didn't do the TTS. Max Does Things. Thank you for the $20. Why did I hack Keem? That's insane. I didn't hack Keem. Jerks. I didn't hack his computer, and I'm not kicking monitors in here. I'm not making a mess of the place.
He just busted in the place and took everything for himself. Left no prisoners. So
basically what I'm gathering is that the schedule is all sorts of screwed up today. Like, which we kind of expected. And I just, it's on me. I didn't pay close enough attention to see that test had only been an hour, and I could have waited until 5. But I didn't, and we're here now. So, if I'm siphoning viewers away from test, then I'll own up to that. I'll say I will openly tell Nightmare I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention. And if that makes its way to KEEMSTAR and he's going to bitch to KEEMSTAR, and I'll tell KEEMSTAR, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I scheduled the stream and I went to sleep. So that's where we're at. So that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it.
Friends of everybody in the universe, especially if you're on live, you're going to become a huge target for everybody.
I'm very well aware of that. And that's the part of this that I'm not looking forward to, but I'm going to give this my best effort anyway. This
is great. This is like huge. You should go out and celebrate after this.
I might. I might. I have a lot of this is the working plan for right now, right? It sounds like a lot of the Pokegaga with the $2. He says that phone number is not updating. It's Keems. No, it's not. Don't start this. It's very much not. That's definitely not KEEMSTAR's number. And you want to know how I know? I know because I don't have KEEMSTAR's number, okay? Oh. So we're not playing this game, Pokegaga. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not messing with Keem stuff. I had permission to use his studio, and I'm using it appropriately. Either way, that's my story. That's what happened. This is what we're doing. And what's basically going to happen for the rest of the week is that the bulk of I think Boogie might be extending his stay by 1 day. Otherwise, he was supposed to go home today. Rastov is definitely on his way home today. Glammy might be sticking around a little bit longer. Batgirl is going to be heading home after Cafe is done today. So my working plan, because I'm only 2 hours away from home, I can leave whenever I want. And my working plan as it stands right now is to stay here until Sunday. Unless KEEMSTAR tells me to pack my bags and leave. So I'm going to stay here as long as I possibly can before I need to return to work. And I'm going to spend that time talking and working closely with KEEMSTAR, getting a feel for the shows and learning as much as I can about the production side of things, where he's willing to teach me and helping him with setup and stuff. I have an innate need to take advantage of this opportunity as much as I possibly can. This is a big step for me. It's a big step change for everybody. And I understand that people are not very keen on this change. Believe me, I get it. I haven't been here around long enough to earn the respect of everybody that watches, and I fully understand that. The people that come here to watch Tech Talk every day are the people that I understand, or I appreciate more than anything in this entire universe, because you guys are willing to give me the time of day. The live audience is not going to be nearly as welcoming, and I expect that, and I understand it, and I'm going to spend every waking moment that I possibly can earning that respect and earning that opportunity. Do I think I earn that opportunity right now? I'll be honest. No, I do not. And I don't make any I don't make any comments saying that I think that I do. I don't have an inflated ego. But I'm going to spend the time making certain that I earn that keep. And I appreciate all of you that want to take this ride with me, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the character grows as part of that. Pecan, no thought stream. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm still going to do the e-thought stream. I still will. I'm probably the e-thought stream's not this week. I'm pretty sure I said I was going to do it on the 19th. So on the 19th, I'm going to set up in my living room, find like the sluttiest clothes I can wear, and then just make fun of you guys for not donating more money. So that's what we'll do. I promised you guys you'd get it. So you'll get it. I promise.
Can everybody else hear like an echo? Or it went away? It went away. Sorry.
Is there an echo? There shouldn't be.
It was for a second. Sorry. I could have been hearing something. I don't know.
Pokegaga, thank you for the 2. I didn't get Rastov fired, you jerk. Hold on.
Off's out of the job now. He's gone for good because of you, CD. How do you feel about this?
Excuse me. He's not out because of me. I had no part of that. Don't put that on me.
He's out, you're in.
Don't put that out on me. Come on.
Is he going back to Aussie, or where is he going?
Damn it. He's No. I don't think he's going out to Aussie. So what KEEMSTAR did confirm, and this is the part that we're all super excited about, is that Rastov is going to work with the one, the only Billy the Fridge at a 4 p.m. time slot. And we don't know what we're getting yet, but it sounds like it's going to be fun. I'm here for low-cal balls. Low-cal balls. Low-cal balls. Give us low-cal balls. So, it'll be great. It'll be perfect. It'll be the most obvious thing. Well, I mean, it won't be.
If y'all didn't have my little controversy on Rewind that day, y'all would have never came up with low-cal balls.
So hey, like, put nerds at noon, move dolls to 2, and then put balls at 4. It's rice itself. Low-cal dolls to low-cal balls.
That would be really successful, dude. That would be really good.
To be serious though, what I think is going to happen is that from the sound of things, the Billy and Rastov are going to take over low-cal home, which is currently acting as the hub channel to all the low-cal live channels or low-cal universe channels. Home is probably going to be rebranded into something, which is completely unconfirmed as of this stage. So I am now 100% in the camp of being just as much in the dark as the rest of everybody else. So I've told everybody what I know. That's about it. So if you didn't hear it on live, then you get to hear it from me because KEEMSTAR already confirmed it. Billy the Fridge and Rastov together on a brand new show at 4 p.m. Eastern. We don't know what it is, but be ready for it. I'm actually really excited for it. Everybody asked me if I had a choice of doing like a brand new show and I got to choose any host in the world, who would it be? And just like everybody else, I said, give me Billy. But Rastov got Billy first, and I get to go to live, which I think is a decent trade-off, so I'm happy to take that. So congratulations to the both of you. That sounds like an interesting opportunity, and I can't wait to watch along. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you know when about it's going to start, or you don't know that?
I think the working plan might be to start as early as Monday. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one.
That's so exciting.
Josh is saying, "Where's Glammy? Glammy has been moved off of Tech Talk and has been moved to Locale Dolls. And Sweet Tea has
been promoted. And I've been demoted to TikTok.
Oh, come on! Let's not throw those.
Just a little bit.
Let's not throw the D word around. This is a lateral move.
Yeah, I know. I need some work. Glammy does put in the effort. She's been, fooling around up there at KEEMSTAR's house and all that. I'm sure that takes a lot of energy.
Well, I mean, yes, but it's also been a lot of fun for us too. Poke Gaga, thank you for the $2. 6 months from now, I'll be the owner of the LCU. Not interested. No, I don't want the smoke. I only wish to be a part of this. I don't want the headache that comes with running all of this. And I don't want anybody reporting to me on this.
You're going to be on live.
I'm gonna
take the smoke, man.
I'm gonna be on live, but I do not wish to be the owner of the LCU. Don't want that headache. I think we're all under the understanding that Boogie is next in line for succession, and he has very much earned that. I am not going to make any bones about that. So no, we're not doing this. Boogie, why are you doing this to me? I thought you and I were cool. I picked you up at that Tim Hortons and got you to the party, damn you. Why are we doing this? All right. Let's talk briefly about some other housekeeping aspects because we've been going for 40 minutes just having some fun on this today. Guys, I don't. Let's be very clear about something. I'm going to stick around there's probably going to come a time in the very not so distant future where I will not be on Tech Talk anymore, where I will have to hand off Tech Talk to somebody, and I wish to see Tech Talk in the hands of in better stage than I left it. Right? That's kind of how everybody wants the show to be. I'm very happy with what we were able to do on Tech Talk, even though we didn't really get it that far. With the few months that I've been here, I'm very happy with the people that we get to hang out with every day and talk tech at 4 a.m. with. But when push comes to shove and somebody else is going to take the reins of the show, there remains a number of ways that you can help support the stream. The first is by watching, the second is by liking, the third is by subscribing, and the fourth is by reaching deep down inside of your pockets and heading over to this is on the wrong monitor. I know better than that. Hang on. And by heading over,
digging deep into the pit of your soul and dragging it out.
Deep into your pockets. And heading over to the Locale Tech Talk store. Here we go. There we go. And when you do so, you can help support the stream by getting any of these really cool merch items. With more merch items on the way, you can get the cool Tech Queen Glammy Throne T-shirt, which is now kind of a legacy item in the Tech Talk store, or the What Tech Support T-shirt, which I still love. This is the greatest answer to any really dumb tech question that you're received by your relatives or your best friends. You could even grab a signature item like the signature shirt or hat, or even the hoodie, because the hoodie is a great option. We're really proud of the Colonel Panic character that we've created too, or at least I am. So you can grab the mouse pad and or the Tech Talk Neon Circuit. We do have some more Colonel Panic merch coming, like some shirts and some tank tops. And I've even gone so far as to talk to a couple of other people about chargers and notebooks and desktop pads and all sorts of other stuff that we can add to this show. So I want to see this store kind of like loaded with merch, but you can get your stuff like this now. And then when all that is said and done, I'm going to do whatever I can to play a component into handing off Tech Talk to another host that will take the reins and do what's best for Tech Talk. So we don't know who that'll be yet. What about the Officer CD butt mouse pad? We'll see. Well, I may have to consider that one. but we'll think that one over. So that is that.
Maybe Keemstar will have you talk all these people off of the ledge now that you're going to be on live, so he doesn't have to.
Who else do I need to talk?
And that way, Rasta. I mean, Mike and me both were acting fools today, apparently. So.
Okay. Well.
It probably happens often. Somebody's trying to.
I don't know.
We got some manic people around here. CD.
Yeah. You're telling me. I mean, I'll do what Keemstar says as long as it doesn't cross a number of boundaries. But I don't think I have any authority to speak to Mike on anything like that.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I'd rather not. I'd rather just leave that up.
Somebody's
to Keemstar.
gotta do it.
True. But I mean, I don't think Mike's going to give me the time of day. And I don't really wish to discuss anything with him either. That's what his business is his business. I want to stay in my own lane on this stuff. But maybe, but where you're concerned, you crashing out is kind of my business, young lady.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have told you that I was quitting before Keemstar.
Oh, gee, that would have been nice. I thought, if this is going to work, you got to talk to me, girl.
I know. I didn't even think about doing that. And then when Keemstar said that I should have told Rastov, I was thinking, yeah, I probably should have told anybody but him.
That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Because yep. Rastov is he's right, because Rastov is still our manager for this show.
Is he?
Yes.
I was wondering about that.
Yes, he's still managing Tech Talk. And if I leave, I don't think that's going to change. And I think that's probably for the best. Here's the thing about Tech Talk, right? I have an appreciation for the things that we've accomplished here, and I know it's not a lot. I'm not. This show is not something I'm going to get a runaway ego about, right? We're lucky to have about 250 people concurrent every day, and I appreciate them coming to watch and hang out with us every day. And I appreciate the things that they talk about, and that they're not, these largely aren't people that are jumping down my throat and throwing us hate comments. I think we have a nice little 4 a.m. community here that I'm really, I don't know if I want to say proud of, but I'm very happy with. I make no bones about us having difficulty monetize this show, and I understand it, and I understand the need to have this show have a manager. And Rastov's been really great for this show. So I would love to see his work on the show continue long after I'm gone, and see what this show turns into when I'm not here. Because even if I didn't do the best, even if I wasn't the right answer for this show in the long term, I still gave this channel the best of what I had. I gave it all the reference I could in between my work schedule. I woke up every day, and I tried to put a smile on my face. And I tried to be, I put all the effort in the world into being absolutely nothing but authentic with everybody. And the effort that I put into here is going to carry over into whatever I do on live. The difference on live is that I'm going to be very, very much several hours awake at that time. So I'll probably be a little bit more lit on live than I am here, because I have the energy to play with at that hour. Pokegaga.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you for your support, Pokegaga. If you got to go to bed, I totally get you. Thank you for coming to hang out with us for a little while. All right, all of you talking about this keylogger stuff, this needs to stop. I'm not keylogging Keem's computer. I have zero interest in keylogging Keem's computer. I don't want any of his junk here, okay? So we're not doing this.
Mean.
A keylogger is a program that you could that you can install on somebody else's machine, either remotely or locally. And what it would do is it records every keystroke. So every time you press a button on the keyboard, it records it. So what that's useful for is waiting for somebody to type a password into an important password field, and then that password is then recorded and transmitted to whoever's on the other end of the logger. So that's useful for hacking into somebody's account that you don't want them in there.
think about that. I was thinking, what are they gonna just see what they're typing to other people, or? But yeah, passwords.
It can be used for that, but the bigger play is for passwords. Yeah.
Damn.
Before you leave
That's
us,
incredible.
Before you leave us forever, are we getting the season haul? What does that mean?
Season haul.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Poke, I'm not telling you to go to bed. I'm saying thank you for being here. I thought you were going to bed.
He said, "Go to bed, you stupid bitch."
No. I'm not saying that. He's a skinny RTU. Guys, why do you guys keep comparing me to people? First it was Twiggy, then it was RTU, then it was Wings. Look, I'm not interested in being the next anybody else. I'm only interested in being the first me. Okay, so like, why are we doing this? Who else is well versed in keyloggers besides hackers? Exactly. I'm not a hacker. I'm just a power user. There's a difference.
See, Gaga heard what I heard. You've been misspeaking all night, or misremembering.
I need to go back to bed. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else in the chat that I've been missing?
People have been talking about my teeth. I should be able to go and get like the molds done here soon. I need to call up the dentist and find out.
Ooh, that's fun.
But it's been long enough, so I think they might do it.
Was Keem helping you out with that, or are you getting government assistance or insurance for those?
The insurance should pay for it. They wouldn't pay for temporaries. That's why I've had to go without. But I don't know how long it's going to take, because they said like it's going to be like 4 more visits. It's a 3-hour drive there and a 3-hour drive back to the only place that takes my insurance.
Oh, geez.
So,
okay. Yikes. That's gonna be a thing. But that'll be cool. That's a great first step, right? And is that like, what are they going to give you? I don't know how this works. Is that dentures, or is that like surgical teeth?
No, I don't think any. Well, I don't know about any other insurances, but mine wouldn't cover those implants. They're like $60,000.
Yikes!
Yeah.
No, I am not guys, I'm not disrespecting Poke Gaga. I harbor nothing but respect and appreciation for Poke Gaga. Let's stop the slander. Poke Gaga's awesome. I thank him for supporting the bulk of the shows, and I thank him for being here. I'm happy he's here. I'm not telling him to do anything he doesn't want to do, and I'm not calling him names. Let's stop the slander.
Take you the psych ward. You keep misremembering everything.
Yeah, great.
Make it up your own fantasy world.
Yeah, sometimes I have to live in my own head, let me tell you. Yeah, Connor, what's your question? What the freak is happening here? Yeah, but hey, that's a good first step, because I think we're all going to be happy for you when you got your teeth back.
I know, I can't wait. I'm going to be showing them off.
Where's Keemstar? Sleeping, bruh. Did you not just
kidnap him?
Did you not? No, I didn't kidnap him. Did you not just see the awesome stream he put on like a couple hours ago? What do you mean?
Yeah,
I'm. God dang.
People are probably drinking with Keemstar and don't even remember half of it.
Right. Going to Boogie's room. Boogie's not here. Boogie has an Airbnb somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Oh.
Yes, I'm camping out at Keem's campsite, and then I just drove from the campsite to the studio here. Would I do both Tech Talk and live if I could? I mean, I kind of have to, I think, but maybe I might say yes, just because I'm a bit of an overachiever. It would be a lot better for me if I said no. But what I'm planning to do is, in the interim, in the immediate future, is to do both. But the problem going forward is going to be that I'm only going to be able to do about 1 hour of Tech Talk each day, or at least each day that I'm working. And then do live on top of that.
Won't be sustainable for long.
No, it won't be. So we'll have to we'll have to see how that works and how long that keeps up. I'm not.
You want to get.
What are these allegations? I'm not being passive aggressive. I've said multiple times I'm very happy that he's here. I really do. Bromundo,
He's coming for everyone's jobs.
No, I very much am not. Bromundo, thank you for the $10. Oh, for God's sake. Yes, I really am a virgin. I am a card-carrying member of the V card community. Yeah, that would be a great arc. I agree. Lovely. Love it. Let's find a woman first. What are my favorite video games ever? Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Kirby Superstar, Super Smash Brothers, Ultimate, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Those are
the Kirby game.
What's that?
That I loved. There was a Kirby game that I really, really loved when I was like, that I had on a DS, and I haven't been able to I've looked and looked and looked to try to find that game, and I don't remember what it was called. But I bought like 3 or 4 of them, and they were never the right one.
Was it Canvas Curse? The Canvas Curse?
It didn't. Well, it was just like regular Kirby, just turning into the people.
Oh, it was, you know what it was? It was probably Superstar Ultra.
That name sounded familiar when you said Superstar. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that one was it.
There was Kirby Superstar for the SNES, and then the DS had Kirby Superstar Ultra, which was like an updated version of Kirby Superstar, but it was made for mobile, which was kind of a weird choice, but it was. I played both of them. Kirby Superstar Ultra was great.
That probably was it, because I remember loving it, and I've tried so hard to re-find it. And I bought like one of those carts that has 500 games on it for the DS, and all the games work so freaking well. And I love it. Gotcha. I should show it to you guys one day.
Red Headliner says Halo or COD. Why not both? Huh? I used to play a lot of Halo. I had a Halo PC clan years and years ago. And then I started playing Call of Duty 4, and then that was great. And a lot
of my boyfriends would play Halo when I was a teenager.
Oh, both those games are amazing. I love Halo PC. I still play Halo PC occasionally. And I play every once in a while I boot up Call of Duty 4 too. Call of Duty 4 still sticks around for really cool mod support. There was a lot of really cool mods. I used to play Freeze Tag. I used to play Death Run, Gun Game. There were so many mods that we had. X3 or no, not a K3. There was Extreme 4 and there was K3 mod. K3 was so stupid fun. So I miss a lot of those days.
Yeah, I miss those days, dude. Just because I was like a teenager and everything's nostalgic then.
Very cool. Okay. So what else is new with you, girl? What's going on in your life besides that computer that you need to get fixed? I think I was talking to some people outside of the show, and I think it's possible that we might have identified why you're having a problem with OBS, and it might be the video card in that machine.
Yeah, I've seen people talking about it in the Discord or something. How do you fix something like that?
You don't.
Or is there? You don't.
No, it's just a perpetual bottleneck. The CPU in that you don't have like a discrete or discrete is discrete. No, wait, it's not discrete. You don't have an expansion graphics card in that laptop. A dedicated. There we go. That laptop does not have a dedicated graphics card. It's using the GPU that's built into the processor. I know I'm throwing a lot of words at you. Just stick with me. The CPU inside your laptop has enough muscle to basically render graphics at a basic level, but it doesn't have the kind of muscle to do some advanced functions like you want to do with OBS or play high high quality video games, right? In fact, I think there's a note on the laptop that says that the video processor in your laptop is the bottleneck for some of that stuff. So unless that laptop has an expansion slot on it, which very likely does not, you would probably need to get a better laptop. Just something with a bit more muscle. Because I think you're running an N105 processor, which isn't slow, but also isn't great at juggling tasks. It's kind of like a newer series of CPU, which are, it's kind of being it's a competitor product to a different line of CPUs, which aren't great at what they do.
I'm so excited because I had like OBS down. It was like we were at the last step, and it just all messed up. Like I've never seen a computer do that in my life. I wish I had it recorded because I thought a ghost was trying to talk to me or something. Because I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, Wally World, thank you for that. I'll see if I can tune into that speed run. That sounds awesome. I need to get back into trying to learn how to speed run Super Punch Out. That was something I was trying to learn how to do in between getting ready for this Kingdom Hearts 2 tournament that I should be preparing for.
I tried to play that once, and I remember I got stuck pretty early on when I was like a teenager, and I got so upset. I think I destroyed it.
Kingdom Hearts?
Tore it up. Yeah.
Ah, that's a bummer.
I got like stuck on one part. I can't remember who it was. It could have been like Tarzan or something.
Oh, that's Kingdom Hearts 1. And yeah, it's very easy to get stuck in Deep Jungle in the first game.
It pissed me off really bad.
Why does everyone keep saying I need to apologize to Poke Gaga? Didn't I already do that? Andrea says Andrea says Sweet Tea doesn't speak virgin. Yeah, I'm very well aware. Thanks. Passion
I think you've done it a couple times, and you're just saying you're a virgin because you're all Christian and everything. You don't count it.
I'm
or
saying
something.
it because it's the truth.
I know some Christians do that. They're like, "Oh, I just freaking had anal sex. I did what? And me losing my virginity."
No, I'm not like that.
That's you.
No, it's not me. Stop it.
You're a fraud.
I'm not a fraud. Stop. Oh, great. Add it to the list, everybody. There's the allegations. Here we go. It's happening. Let's see. Passion says the first console I had was an Atari. Same. I have an Atari 2600. I still have it.
My brother's like 50 now, I think, and he had an Atari growing up. He always talks about. I've never played one.
They're interesting. They're interesting to kind of like plug back in and look into. Everybody's making all these weird. Guys, I'm not using his computer to mine Bitcoin. Stop.
Shit.
I'm not using Keem's computer to do anything other than host the show. I'm only here to do
using it to buy
talk.
some more Tiger coins.
No. I'm not buying coins. Stop it.
A year's supply of Tiger coin.
I'm not accessing the dark web. I'm not putting on a keylogger. I'm not mining Bitcoin. Stop it.
Read that.
Waffles, thank you for the $5. I don't know. Do you want to read it? He was talking about you.
I don't know. I'm shy.
Okay.
Okay, I'll read it. The gumdrop. Don't tease me with good time. The gumdrop must be fired with a little O and then a dot and an O and LOL.
Oh dear, more. Check page 5 on the PC. Page 5 of what?
Oh, they're talking about wings.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, did tests just end?
Did they?
Did you guys just get? Yeah, I saw the number.
We got more viewers.
Yeah. Okay. I think
It
tests.
says they're live.
Really? Oh. Okay.
It says they're live in the studio. They could just be sitting there.
Oh. All right. Yeah, they might have just ended because it ended. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So
we have everybody all to ourselves now.
Cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome over from Test to Tech Talk. I made a small oopsie with the schedule. So I hope if they're listening, I hope they know that I apologize for that. I didn't mean to do that. But I'm still only going to go until 6 today because I'm completely wiped. And
He's some punishments for it too, Nightmare. So just let him know.
Probably. That's going to suck. Steak, thank you for the $2. You did not hear what you think you heard. No. Excuse me.
He may have heard my allegation just now.
Brother. What does Keem's Goon Cave smell like? I don't know. I'm not allowed to step foot in his bedroom. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Sleeping out in that cabin that everybody said was a sex cabin or whatever.
What?
Or are you sleeping in your own little tent?
No, I've been sleeping in the cabin at the campgrounds. The cabin was on screen on live yesterday. So me, Batgirl, and her husband have been sharing that cabin.
Oh.
Type P on the search bar. I don't like this, you guys. I don't like this.
What'll it have like all the corn or whatever?
No, nothing happened. So I don't know what they want. Unless you're talking about the search bar of the browser, but there are several.
Colangelo said what I was thinking.
There are several different accounts here, so I'm not gonna try to do that. Have I gooned in the studio yet? No, and I'm not. I have.
He has.
I just shush you. I have too much respect than to try that here. Whose side are you on?
I can imagine you sitting there like, oh, I'm KEEMSTAR. Having a grand old time.
I'm trying to find his freaking soundboard. I want to play with the soundboard really bad, but the Stream Deck's right here and it doesn't do anything. There's nothing on the buttons.
How does he make the noises then?
I don't know, and it makes me sad. I'm really sad about it, sweet tea. I want to know how it works.
Dude, you should do that horn that he always does.
Right. You would think, right? I don't know if that's just built into a macro into the other OBS, but it's not built into this one. So that makes me real freaking sad. Alternatively, all I can really do is kind of mess with his effects. Like I can do, I can
do this. You should mess everything up.
I don't know.
What was that?
I could turn on some audio effects with the soundboard here, but I don't think it has. I don't think any of the.
It sounded like a warthog.
Yeah, monster. And then
robot voice.
You should pick the stupidest one and like put it on, and that way when KEEMSTAR gets on live tomorrow, he's gonna look silly.
That's kind of no, he'd probably notice. I mean, I can hear it when it changes in my head. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I don't know if. Oh wait, there's more stuff here. Hold on a second. Oh wait, I might have found it. Hold on. Wait.
Oh hell yeah.
Wait.
Warning. Let's play like we're KEEMSTAR.
Oh, I found the toys. Hold on a second. I found the toys. Hold on a second. I got to see what's here. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, that's all that.
Yes, stay calling.
There's the air horn. Found it.
Oh my god, you really are KEEMSTAR.
Now I am. He doesn't shoot. He used to have the da button. I wish I knew where that was.
Oh, he probably got rid of it since it's on his thing already.
It's on his Discord now. Yeah, but I can do the air horns now.
Oh my god, thank god. Every time you're cracking a joke, don't forget to hit it.
I don't know. I don't like. I actually think that the air horn's a bit overused, but I kind of get it. Everybody's got their soundboard things. I don't really have one, so I don't make a whole lot of use of it. Because I don't want it to. I want to be careful with it because I don't want it to become an old thing. So let's see. Music bed is so. Great.
You're in KEEMSTAR's room where we can finally play like we're KEEMSTAR and do whatever we want. We can run around like an idiot and act like you're KEEMSTAR right now.
Oh, I could.
Nobody would know the difference.
What's this one do? Megaphone. Ooh, that's a different tone.
This
Ooh.
large robot.
Holy crap.
Yeah, okay.
How does it know to change your voice?
It's an effect. I'm tapping. I'm turning the effect on the soundboard, and then I'm just speaking.
I have one of those.
Machiavelli, come on. I'm not I'm not a master hacker. Pokegaga, thank you for the 2, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I also don't. Again, there's also like 8 different Google accounts in here, and I don't know which one's which. And I'm not going to go looking for stuff that I shouldn't. I just wanted to play around with the soundboard, which I found, so now I can. So now I'm happy with that. I think all right, I think what I need to do now, honest though, is I think I need to get into my Twitter, because I think Aura gave us some stuff that we can look at. So let me see if I can even get into there. Yeah, okay, cool. Nobody signed in here, so I can try to get in here.
That Doggo guy, I can't pronounce.
Diogo?
Says Keemstar said, tell the Aussie guy to shut down the stream. That's how much he cares about you, Steak. Whenever Keemstar was talking me out of quitting, I was thinking he would never do this for Steak. If Steak called him and said he was quitting.
This is kind of cool. Let me show this off really briefly if I can. Shoot, I wish there was a dark mode here. I would put Dark Reader on this. Oh, wait. There should be a dark mode in Twitter. Hold on. Hold on. How do I throw this into dark mode? Please. Accessibility display. Color. Yes. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, all right. So, I got added on Twitter yesterday by what I'm pretty sure is someone from the Locale Live universe with something kind of cool. I think this is really neat, so I'm going to show this off. So hold on a second. Let me. So here's so this is kind of neat. So Space Monkey has made some local tech talk Pokemon inspired art. So this is Pixel-Rom. It's a baby Pokemon inspired by a Tamagotchi, and it expresses itself with the help of its display screen, often a face, but at the time an avatar of its Discop evolution. So, and that leads into the next tweet.
I've never heard that word in my life.
What?
Discop?
Well, they hold on. I'm gonna get there. So that goes into this one. This is Discop. Respect its authority, and you might get to see it dance, for it can't resist the music. Discop is also quite speedy on its CD wheel. So this is Discop, and then yeah, and then I'll turn this one off, and then Final Evolution. And this is this is pretty great. This is Colpanixel. So this is the final stage evolution Pokemon of Discop, and something is corrupted within its programming through the process of evolution, resulting in a state of constant paranoia. Somehow it is very efficient and keeps things safe.
That Pokemon did not evolve into that.
It can.
They look nothing alike.
Yeah, they do.
Where does nose go?
Well, okay, I don't know where the nose went, but it's on the CD wheel.
Got the wheel. Yeah, you're right.
It's just
it could be a Divulgent evolution.
It's Colonel
maybe.
Panic. It's Colonel Panic.
I don't know who that is.
The Colonel Panic character that we created for Tech Talk.
I heard you talking about it when you were showing the merch, but I don't. Could you tell me a little bit about it?
You didn't see. You didn't see it? Hold on.
No, I seen the merch, but I'm asking like, where did that come from?
It came from the merch that we designed. This is we created we created a Colonel Panic character for the merch store.
Okay, I thought maybe you played a character or something.
No. So I tell everybody at the start of the show that Tech Talk is the Colonel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. A Colonel Panic in the world of computing is kind of like a terminal error. It's an error so large that it immediately stops like the session of the operating system. It's like the operating system completely crashes. It's akin to a blue screen of death on a Windows machine.
Wow.
And
That's a cool name.
yeah, and there was a funny thing that happened to another piece of merch a while ago, and I thought that what happened with it was so funny because they spelled it Colonel Panic, as in Colonel, the military term Colonel. So I'm like, oh hey, that's really funny. We should create this as a character. Let's make Colonel Panic. So we did. And it was funny.
Colonel has three arrows too, so I think that's accurate.
Yeah, it was really funny. Pokegaga, thank you for the $2. Pokegaga says
good night, Pokegaga.
Yeah, and says to everyone, keep your eyes open for a keylogger. CJ, thank you for the gifted membership. Steak, hello. Good morning, Steak. How are you?
Good morning. Doing fine. How are you doing?
Not bad. How is Ozzy?
Show.
What's up, sweet tea?
You've been a dick to me. You have nothing to say.
Uh-oh.
Yes, if you would have called trying to quit, Keemstar would never talk you out of it.
Are you mad that you got replaced by Glammy Lammy? Oh, it hurts.
She's the one that, after I seen how much she did on the camping trip, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't know if I could do that.
No, you weren't there.
Nope. You weren't either, though.
I'm new. You've talked to Keem. He called your phone. That's weird. Like, you have a great relationship with everybody, and you didn't get to go? Why is that?
What is this? What are we doing?
I didn't talk to Keem at all. He's barely talking to me.
No?
I've been left in the dark most of the time.
No, but you feel so loved. You felt reached out to. You felt brought back, revitalized.
I feel very happy.
I was watching the show. I did a couple donations here and there. Wanted to say hi.
I've been watching you. I come on your show all the time.
And you come on my show all the time?
I used to, until you started being a dick.
When I called you on your fucking bullshit.
Which bullshit was it? Which one that pissed you off?
We've got
you weren't pissed off
long
before that.
A long list of bullshit. Are you serious? I'm a host. I call shit how I fucking see it. If I see you fucking up, sweet tea, you're gonna fucking hear it out of my mouth, bro.
When was it then?
Which
one? That
one?
pissed you off so bad. Yeah.
The Billy one.
The Billy one? You're my friend after that.
I'm not
You're
not
my
your
friend during that.
I'm not your friend. I just called you on your bullshit and you're so like hyperly retarded that you think that means I hate you or something.
I did think that.
Why?
It seemed like you were mad, and I thought we were friends.
I'm mad all the time. I can be an angry fella. But only when someone says steak, and then, like, when you say my name, I appear. Every fucking time, just about. So I was very surprised, because you knew that I was watching, which means you sort of wanted this interaction, right?
Yeah.
Why? Were you having not a fun time with CD?
He was over there. He won't even run around and act like he's Keemstar or nothing, man. What's the point?
You're saying that he's not doing enough work for Tech Talk?
He needs. If I was in there and I was at Keem's place like that, I'd be running around acting like I was Keemstar. Like I own the place.
No, not while he's here. I'm not going to act like I own his house and his studio while he's here on site. I wouldn't even do that while he's off a site. Exactly.
I bet he's in deep sleep. You could run around and do what you want.
I probably could.
But the reason I was going to call in wasn't even about you, sweet tea. It was about CD.
Oh, shit.
Oh, great.
You feel like a big man, CD-Rom?
No.
You feel like the big fucking shit now that you're going on the LCL that you're going to disrespect Pokey Gaga?
No, dude, come on. We're not doing this.
What? I was in the chat. He was hurt. Did you see how many times I think he felt betrayed, and I don't feel like you apologized.
I did. I didn't say anything inflammatory to him. This is stupid. I said, thank you for being here. Have a good night. I thought he was going to bed. He said his eyes hurt.
You were being sarcastic, catty, and a little bit fucking passive-aggressive.
Bull crap.
Sweet Tea's agreeing.
BS. I'm not. No.
Second of all,
Fantasy World all night.
The chat wanted me to say this. Just people that I was talking to. I have my own theories. Were you using the soundboard as a distraction for the hacking that you're doing with the other hand?
I'm not
or are
hacking
you
his computer.
hacking like below the desk in plain sight?
You
I don't know what the plan here is.
You think I'm that adept that I could hack something with my feet? I can't hack a computer normally, dude.
You're the tech genius. You're the tech guy.
Yeah,
this is Tech Talk.
I'm not a hacker. I'm a power user. There's a difference.
What is a
You
power
sure
user?
described
A power
hacking to
user
me
is somebody
very accurately.
who's decently adept with like a computer and its functions and pushes a computer to its limits. The min max its stats, like just kind of push what it can do. I like upgrading computers and I like pushing it to its limits. That's the difference between me and a hacker or a
Well, you
cracker as
pushed
a technical
Gaga
term.
to his limits today, and it was upsetting to see.
Why? Why does
Personally, for me, and I haven't been a host for long.
Y'all
I don't have a
y'all
crazy
gaslighting, and I
relationship
don't
with Pokey
appreciate it.
Gaga. But when I see somebody hurt, somebody hurting that's just a pillar of this community, someone who's been here for so many shows, I just
be
said,
after
like,
Pokey's job.
I just said that
what?
you're going to take Pokey Gaga's job
No.
too?
He's after everybody's job
So you got
nowadays.
Rastov fired, disrespected Pokey Gaga, hacked Keemstar's computer.
I haven't.
Are you going to
hacked
get a
someone.
sweet tea list too?
Stop. I'm not after anybody else's job. I'm just here to be me. I'm just going to do what Keem tells me to do. And I'm not messing with his computer.
Y'all are about to kill me. My face hurts from smiling so much.
Turn the chair Sybian on. There's no Sybian on this chair.
What's that?
Oh God, sweet tea, you don't want to know.
Okay.
Are you talking about I thought they were called a Sibian.
Sybian, I don't know how anybody pronounces it
It's when you
anymore.
sit on like this cool ass pyramid to come.
Ooh.
Or so
That
I've
sounds like
heard.
fun.
Or so I've heard on the internet. I
Yeah,
don't
it'd be a
fucking
lot
know.
of
I'm
fun
just
for
a
you,
steak.
sweet tea, but like it's not really made for me, so
What's that supposed to mean?
what do you think it means, genius?
You're saying guys can't use one?
I'm
Guys,
I'm
like,
implying that
prostates and
I'm
stuff.
implying that they probably shouldn't. I don't
Can
think,
I ask you
I
one
don't think
religious
that the
question
I don't
before I
think that the
leave?
market share was made for men on the Sybian. What? What do you want?
How do you know? I just want to ask a religious question.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well, why are you smiling like that? It's not. I'm not going to ask if you're Jewish.
To
I saw
hide-
that on live. I wasn't going to say that at
You-
all. I know you're
dick.
Christian.
To hide the pain. What? What is it?
If being gay is a sin, then why did God put my orgasm button upside my butthole?
And I've always wondered that.
Yeah. That's just something I've always been curious about. It's not really
Did
my
he make
thing.
it for men and women to enjoy with each other? And if
I don't
so,
know.
how are the
They
women
say
supposed to do it?
God works in mysterious ways, and that's just one that I haven't studied enough because I'd
That's
say
a
I'm
good
probably
question.
a little uneducated. So my question might be coming out of like left field or something. But what do
And a
you
lot
think?
of people say that we evolved that, specifically for gay relationships. So I
You
would
know
like
what,
to know the answer to
Steak?
that as well.
You know what, Steak? You got me. I don't know. I'll put it on the list. I'll put it on the list of questions I need to have a therapy session with my pastor about. How about that? And I'll get back to you.
He's never heard that one before, I'm sure.
I'm enjoying the show. I do think the chemistry is cool. I think Sweet Tea, you still need to just talk a little bit more. Like read some of the chat too. Like only he's reading the chat. I think y'all should balance that a little bit. But I'm enjoying it. The show's great, man. Stop fucking thinking everybody hates you. You just have to stop doing dumb shit, T.
It's so hard to not get obsessed and crazy over shit.
No, I get it, bro. I do it. I went the fuck off on Gidgy the other night.
Oh, really? I want to hear about that. Tell me.
I haven't talked about it live yet.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, keep it for your show then.
Nah, I'll fucking talk about it. Fucking Gidgy basically said that our content was lazy. And I didn't take that fucking kindly. And I responded
Oh, wow.
very, very, very aggressively, as I
Dude,
do. As
She's
everybody
been
knows that I
acting
do.
Like she's like the main host around here. Like she has so much insight on this position and everything,
Right.
especially to me. And I'm like, good lord, I came in here before you did. I'm pretty sure I've been a host longer, at least.
I think she's doing a good job with Tina on Queens. I want
Yeah,
to see.
she's got a lot
I
of
want to see
energy.
Queens doing good. I like them. But that's how. If someone says my name, I always respond. That's why when you said, you knew I was going to pop up here. So I was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck? What
Big.
game is this, Sweet Tea? Did you bring me
Well,
up here to bother CD?
Well, you can be our friend, right? We can.
I'm friends with everybody. I'm a cool dude,
You're my
man.
friend now.
I was
I don't have
never. not your friend. I just
Keep
can't DM
myself up
you.
all night, every night, worried about you.
See, this is the type of talking that gets you in fucking trouble, sweet pea, because that's very odd phrasing.
I know. I'm just playing, but it
You
did
did
hurt
it
my
on
feelings.
purpose. You always do this.
Dude,
You always
she's
do this dumb girl defense.
she's
I'm
done
not
it.
buying
She's
it.
done it to me too.
I'm not
man.
buying it at
She's
all.
d-
I know
she's-
you're smart.
She's done it to me too, bro. You should have seen it happen the day that we did Aussie together. Like when Rastov was still doing Aussie.
Man,
You do.
that was a good fucking stream on Aussie, man.
Oh.
I think that was an awesome moment for Sweet Tea because she finally got a chance to actually fucking talk and hang out. I think it was cool for me and CD because that was our first chance to actually like meet sort of officially because we were just thrown into that together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats on the LCL spot. How do you feel about that, man? You ready for that type of heat?
I don't know if anybody's ever ready for it. I'm
Because you
excited.
scammed me tonight.
How did I scam you?
You didn't read my first donation.
I don't. Okay.
Do you know the kind of donations you're gonna have to read for LCL? Because
Yeah,
hey,
really.
Keemstar, this guy doesn't like reading difficult donations. So make sure you let your viewers know to make him read the most fucked up, inappropriate, ridiculous things you could think of, because that'll really break it.
That'll
break him in.
It's not that.
Yes.
It's not that.
Don't show your weaknesses, CD.
No. It's not that.
Maybe you'll be next
when
when
we-
CD gets kicked off.
When we when we started doing this, we were reading kind of like every donation that came our way. We got like different advice from different people about how to best run the show. So we at some point we tried to start steering away from just reading every single donation unless it was like a bigger one, and that's kind of what we were trying to do. But if you want me to read the donation now, I'll do it.
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like, when you didn't, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'll use that later because it's funny. Why not?
I might.
There's people watching that notice stuff,
I
bro,
might
like
as-
the keep logging attempt.
People
see stuff.
I might as well read it because it is kind of funny. He said, "What a cute couple! What a cute couple! He's way cuter now, huh, Sweet Tea?"
Sweet Tea, how much more attractive has he gotten since he's getting a spot on LCL? Be honest.
That fact that he got on LCL, that is very attractive though. But it's the fact that he's in Keem's chair. I'm like, oh my god, he's like the star of the show now.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
such a fucking weirdo,
Oh,
Sweet Tea.
jeez.
I am
The
weird.
fucking sex shit that you talk about is fucking outrageous. The fact that him sitting in that chair, you have a fucking weird Keem fetish.
I believe I'm right.
You have a weird fucking sick Keem. Brantley's gonna beat you up, bro.
She was pretty mad at me on live. I can't believe it.
That's her man, dog.
Gee, I wonder why.
You know?
Dude.
Yo,
I can't believe-
Brantley's a bad bitch, bro. You saw how she was throwing Keem around. She's fucking tough, dude. Like, Keem said she was tough, and I was like, it's your girl. You sort of have to, like, say that. He handled it perfectly. He played around. He had fun. He was still a man. I think he handled it great, but I was surprised when she fucking tossed him the first time and then kept fucking going and flipped him again. I was like, damn, okay, Brantley tough, dude.
Yeah, that was cool. I wish
Him
I
in
could.
the mud or
I
what?
wish I could have been here for that, but I was speeding down I-90 trying to get here as soon as I could after work. So,
If I was there, I mean, how much do you weigh, CD? I think we're similar in size. We'd have been mud wrestling, bro.
I'm down to about 165.
Oh, that'd been so fun.
I weigh 165 pounds.
Damn. All right.
It'd have been on, dude.
That'd be an even.
How
match.
tall are you?
5'7".
Okay, I'm taller than you. I'm 5'10".
Yeah. Okay.
But we're about
He
the-
looked a
we're about
little
the same
heavier
weight.
than you, Steak.
It's about right.
But that's probably where you're taller.
Wait, what?
She just called you fat.
What?
No, you look a little broader.
What? Okay. Thank you? Question mark.
Hell yeah.
They're on
Backhand.
The
Handed
broad.
What am I doing with those hands? They were just on my knee.
You're on that Keemstar account on Discord. You could ban everyone right now.
I could, but I'm
Oh
not.
my God,
I'm
you're
not
right.
gonna.
Who has harmed you the
No,
most?
Yes,
I'm
do
not
it.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna do
Who's
that.
who's hurt you
No,
the worst?
no. I'm only here to do the show. I'm not gonna do anything.
Because you want
else.
to be able to fire people remotely using the information you got from hacking. Got you.
No,
Ooh.
no.
That's what it is.
No. But if you wanted, if
Okay.
you wanted to give my account higher than host status,
Ooh.
all right. Nah.
God stat. What is
I
there?
guess the highest status is owner probably. So like probably fucking Keem and Boogie, I'd assume. I don't know. I don't know who owns the
doubt Boogie
Discord.
has
I'd
that.
assume Keem. I don't know why Boogie wouldn't. Except it's Boogie. So yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you're right, Sweet Tea. I'm not sure.
I'd be afraid that he'd like crash out one day and like destroy things.
Do you like Boogie, Sweet Tea?
I've been a fan of Boogie for a while. Yeah. He likes to talk shit about me, but
Power Edge, thank you for the
I think
gift of
he's funny.
membership. Appreciate you.
he's definitely the talent, you know. He can really entertain.
Love him or hate him, Boogie is going to get a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Boogie is very, very entertaining. Whether
He
you like
is.
what he's doing while he's doing it or not, it is difficult to not watch sometimes.
He was
So,
like laying in the floor flopping his legs around the other day, and I was entertained for hours from that.
He's really good at the IRL events, especially. I think he really,
Yes.
really shines in the IRL events, and that I mean, I like that too. I'd much rather be like outside in a group setting with a fucking camera because that was like D&D was what we were going and doing live events a lot. That's the type of shit that I was really into.
Yeah, I'm hoping that if and when I go on live, I'm hoping I get to do some live stuff. I'll totally go around Destiny USA with like a sign on my back. I think that'd be funny. Just want to see if I can get like subscriptions and stuff.
What was the coolest part and what was the worst part of being a part of this 4th of July event?
The coolest part has definitely been the party. the like partying with everybody here has been insane and riding in the side by sides and stuff. The what was the second half of the question?
And which one was the worst part?
The worst part. Oh jeez.
Were you gonna say kissing beans?
No.
Did he kiss Beans?
I kissed Beans. Yes. That hasn't been the worst part. No, the worst part.
Sweet Tea, you lost your smile. You didn't know he kissed beans?
She kissed me. She kissed me for a dare.
Then I was gonna quit because I didn't want to work with CD. They could take his job and shove it up his ass just a minute ago.
That was pretty heinous.
Until
That
you
was
saw him
pretty-
in Keem's chair, and now you're
pretty
fucking
awful.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's
I'm with
that
it
about?
now.
Yeah, okay, great.
I'm on board.
All you gotta do, honestly, and I think this would be fucking hilarious if you did it, CD.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking print this image of the background so you can use it on your fucking like home camera and just get the same chair
Yeah,
and just
Yes.
pretend like you never left.
yeah.
Oh my God,
that'd be
yes.
funny. That'd
Just
be-
for now on, people will be like, "Where have you been living?" And you're just like, "I hide in Keem's studio when he's not around. This is where I live
That'd
now.
be funny.
I quit my job to do locale permanently, and this is like my home."
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I keep clearing my throat. That would be pretty funny. What does Keem smell like? He smells like victory.
Who the fuck asked?
Someone in the chat did. Jeez, I don't know anymore. Keeping up with this has been challenging, but it's been pretty fun at the same time. Fairy tale. Who's going to replace me? Fairy tales. I don't know yet. We might have to have tryouts. I have no idea. I don't know what the next.
that would be good.
I don't know what the next few weeks are going to look like here. So, like, strap in because I have to figure that out for myself. And we'll see. Oh yeah, the worst part. Gosh, I don't know. The worst part has been. The worst part's probably been being called a bad host by the guy that I now have to work with. So that kind of sucks.
Damn.
Because
Okay.
I don't
I mean,
know.
that makes sense.
I don't know. I think I'm a decent host. I just have a problem monetizing the show. That's all.
That's not a
big
that's a big
thing.
problem here. That's sort of the issue I'm having with Aussie. Is I come from a different type of community, so I'm learning that part.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's just part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Sweet
I don't
Tea,
know anything
talk
about
shit.
this.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know fucking jack dick about this shit yet. You actually can learn.
I'm the
some shit from
lowest
CD.
rung. I
You
know.
should learn some shit from CD while you're fucking here.
Yeah, for sure.
But
He's
I
king
mean,
right now, so
there ain't really anything else I've got. Unless you guys got a question for me, I'm probably gonna dip out and let you keep doing your fucking thing.
No,
But I like
thanks
it.
for coming on, man.
Yeah, appreciate
Enjoying it.
talking.
I know
to you.
you baited me, Sweet Tea, little fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, you guys. Bye bye.
Later,
Bye.
Steak.
Good night.
Okay.
He's so funny.
Yeah, he's cool.
He reminds me so much of Tony Hawk, and I don't know why, because I don't even think he even looks like Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I don't see the resemblance either. So you might.
Every
have to
time I
explain
look
that
at him,
one
I
to
think of a '90s skater.
me. Oh, okay. Shoot, that's who I forgot. I totally forgot. You know what I forgot to do when I was at Nickel City? I had the opportunity to meet Bam Margera, and I forgot to. I forgot that he was there.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
That sucks.
I don't know if I'd probably rather meet like Steve-O.
Oh, man.
Because he's got like a cool podcast and stuff now.
That bums me out. I can't believe I forgot to say hi to Bam Margera. Oh well, because I used to play Tony Hawk Underground. I love that game. 3 and 4 I think came out recently, so I gotta play 1 and 2 when it's on Game Pass, and then play 3 and 4. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get the show back on the rails and get back to the mini docket that Aura gave us.
Say what he was mad at Gidgey for, or did I miss it?
Oh yeah. I think Gidgey called Ozzy's content lazy, and Steak took offense to that. So that's between them. I don't want to be hated by just about anybody, honestly. Pokegaga says I should take 2 sips of beers. It cures a lot of things. I'm not going to do that.
Nice.
Okay.
Have you been drinking or no?
I've been drinking here, yes, but not. I've been drinking more than I normally do, yeah. But it's because it's a very social setting, and I'm hanging around with everybody. So, but I'm not drinking so much to get lit, right? I'm just drinking a little to loosen up. Okay.
Cool.
So
you strike me as the type that wouldn't drink at all.
Well, normally I don't. I don't drink by myself.
You succumb to peer pressure?
It's not that. I drink with friends. I only drink in social settings, and my 2 rules are: I only drink in the company of others, and I cap myself out to a certain amount of drinks. Like if I go to karaoke, and like if I go club with a bunch of my friends, I'll have like 2 drinks and then I'll cut myself off. Besides the fact, the least of among the reasons, the least of which is because I have to drive myself home. So
me and you are very similar in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
And
how? Wait, why?
We're both religious. We both haven't been on dates in a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We've been like hopelessly single.
Mm-hmm.
We both don't like to drink. We both are around the same age. We both grew up with the same video games and stuff.
Yeah, you 96, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 6 years older than you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 30.
I'm 34.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's what probably. Yeah.
You didn't tell me you were religious, though. I don't remember hearing that from you before.
I don't think I've ever said it, but yeah, I've always been. My mom always made me go to church on Wednesdays and Sundays.
Oh, okay.
Let's all go, and I tried to stay religious as an adult.
Is there a denomination you follow?
Well, my father is Catholic, so
okay.
I went to, and my mother's Protestant, so I went to both when I grew up.
A Catholic and a Protestant, and they got married?
Yeah, his family did not like that.
Yeah, I bet not.
But yeah, I got baptized twice. Once when I was a baby for his family, and then once when I was like 13 for my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
It's pretty cool to have both. They're both so different in a lot of ways.
All right, let's talk a couple of things here. Let's see. There's a number of things that Aura grabbed for us. Thank you, Aura. I don't know if I would count this as tech, but the headline caught my attention. It sounds really stupid, so I want to look at this. What the heck? Why, world, why do you do stuff? Today in weird stuff on the docket, Barbie debuts a first ever doll with type 1 diabetes. Okay, so why is it?
No.
Oh, okay. They did it so that they could attach an insulin pump. Is that what's happening? The doll was created in partnership with Breakthrough with T1D to help more kids see themselves reflected early on. Okay, so
what, the little controller on her side?
All right. So this is a result of companies in a commitment to inclusivity. This is tech. It's an invention. Okay, Aura, got it. Thank you. This is within a commitment to inclusivity with the debut of its first ever doll with type 1 diabetes. It features a continuous glucose monitor on her arm, secured with a pink heart-shaped medical tape, along with an insulin pump at her waist. The Barbie also uses a smartphone with a CGM tracking app, a blue polka dot outfit, and a pastel blue purse to represent diabetes awareness. Okay.
Scary.
So my first thought is the same as always. Who asked for this? Second, why?
You think we get like an albino Barbie before we got a diabetes Barbie?
I don't know anymore. Like,
I seem like they got wheelchair Barbie, but that's been a thing since like the 90s, I'm pretty sure. They've sold wheelchairs for Barbies.
maybe.
So-
Yeah. So on some level, I get it, but I don't know what to
Like
think
a
of this.
publicity stunt, for sure.
It feels memey and stupid. I don't know I don't know what to kind of make of this. It's that Arzon says it's an absolute honor to receive a Barbie doll as part of the brand's efforts to grow awareness and representation surrounding type 1 diabetes. So we can help show kids that all types of challenges give us all the more reason to push forward and achieve our dreams. All right, well, is that what they're gonna? Is that what the kids are gonna feel out of playing with a doll that's quote unquote has diabetes? I mean, it's a doll. It doesn't actually have diabetes. It just has a diabetes in character, and it just has diabetes equipment on it. So, if it's type 1
think that
diabetes,
if
it makes
like a
sense. It
kid
starts in
really
childhood.
wanted to make their doll like them, they would just like cut out stuff to make little patch and put it on the doll.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this ends, right? I don't get it.
It could go in a weird direction. Yeah, for me. Or what else are they gonna come out with?
Right.
They could have like a limbless Barbie, but then like you could just do that at home and cut one of their arms.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Paraplegic Barbie, just cut off all the arms and legs.
Oh my God.
Like what?
Just like when your brother used to destroy your Barbies, you can buy one from the store.
Kids who need to carry the diabetes stuff get bullied for it, so this is to spread awareness. Okay, well, I mean, I kind of get it.
How many kids are going to be buying it that actually have diabetes, though? Like, I can't see it being.
Yeah, that's part of
huge
it,
number.
right? So I don't. The issue here is that I don't foresee this selling well, right?
No. If it was for more of a like marginalized thing, I could see it selling better. But like that seems like it's like I remember kids in my class had like diabetes, had to go and get the shots or whatever, and come back to class. Like they were the coolest kids. All the girls talked to them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Diabetes doesn't make you like cool or not cool. It's kind of a.
We all thought he was.
It's a handicap.
The kid was brave. We all thought, all the girls thought, "Oh, you're so brave, going and getting your shot like that all the time."
Right. No, Diogo, I understand. I know that there's a lot of kids with type 1 diabetes. My mother is type 1 diabetic.
Are there that
I
many,
understand. Huh?
Are there that many to buy the Barbie? Like that seems. Yeah, an autistic Barbie would have been a better choice.
Well, I mean,
Super
let's
Hill
see.
says that. I think that's a better choice too. I feel like there's a lot more autistic people than there are people with diabetes, and also it's just like it's a little patch on our arm. You can just glue that on. It's like nothing that you would have to buy the doll for.
All right. So 18,000 children a year, approximately, are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, which is a decently large number, but is
In the world or just America?
In the United States.
Okay.
That's not okay. Look, I know this isn't going to sound right. That is a lot of people, and at the same time, it's very much not a lot of people, right?
It doesn't sound very high.
So I don't.
Especially for America standards, like we have a lot of people here.
Yeah, I don't know. I continue to question how well this Barbie would sell or this doll would sell. It's not. Like when you're a toy producer, that's not a lot of people. The target demographic for this doll would from what I understand would be kids that have diabetes. Would likely not be the kids that don't have it. So
unless their parents are just like super politically correct, like
yeah,
and want to teach your kids about it, maybe. But
yeah.
I think even that demographic would be low.
I don't know. I think
They might have an autistic Barbie.
I think they do, and I think they also have one that has Down syndrome too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess they're trying to hit every box. Make sure nobody's excluded.
All right. Here's one from IGN that's pretty topical to a lot of things that I've been saying for a while. CD-Rom, what's your favorite doll? Don't have one. Sorry. Okay. Topical. Nintendo says that game development risks are increasing due to higher game prices and rising production costs. Suggests shorter development periods as one solution. Thank freaking God. I've been saying this for months. There's a lot of things, but a lot of things that we're seeing in the video game industry today, like a lot of its problems with like games that we're getting games that have inflated budgets. The budgets are so inflated that they have too much content. They're taking too long to produce. And then when they come out, they are not selling well. So shorter development periods shorter development periods would be nice, but they are not going to be nice if you're keeping the same level of content in the games. That's only going to make the problem worse because now you're going to overwork your employees. You're going to release games that aren't finished, and the games are going to suffer because of it. So,
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. So, look, here's a problem. All right. Shorter development periods are a solution. They are not the solution. The solution is making smaller games. I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. Make smaller games. Now, I know that there are a lot of you that like your 100-hour epics, and cool, more power to you. I don't. 30 to 35 hours of content is my magic number. Stop making games that have such inflated budgets. They'll take less time to make. They won't have so much content in them that'll just like we won't be getting these GTA 6 like problems, and they won't take nearly as long to develop and then code and test. Make smaller games.
They just get worse if they weren't making them long.
The development challenges would continue to get worse. They continue to have inflated budgets and inflated development times, and every new thing you need to put into the game is just something else that you need to test and debug. CD, Nintendo already makes such basic games. Do you want them to make it even worse? No.
Reading
that's not what I'm saying. There are.
If you want Donkey Kong, go play Donkey Kong, CD.
Right. Well, I'm going to get the new Donkey Kong. I intend to. But this isn't just Nintendo's problem. I'm not saying that Nintendo needs to do this alone, right? I'm saying that this needs to be a thing across the board. That games they have inflated budgets and there's way too much content. So I think that just that in part of the problem is that like when these games have like super inflated budgets and they don't sell well, then the game is a flop. The game needs to make more in sales than the budget was to develop the game. So if you're giving a game that has like a $30 billion budget, all right, that's probably too much. A $30 million budget, and it barely breaks even, that game is a failure. It didn't work. It would be easier for companies to make their money back on games that have smaller budgets and have not nearly as much content.
Diego says that's because some people are being paid too much for not doing shit. That's why Xbox is firing thousands.
Also correct. Yes, that is very much correct, and that's also why I'm a little. That's also why I take kind of the stance I take about these layoffs. Are layoffs sad when they happen and hundreds of people lose their jobs and it's a bummer? Yes, it absolutely is. Do the layoffs still need to happen, and would I still advocate for layoffs knowing that? Yes. Yes, I would, because the companies are still bloated with employees that get paid way too much money to do way too much not work. That you can't run a company successfully that way. That will not work. So on the topic of this article, Nintendo has said that it will limit the amount of time spent developing some game projects as one solution to the increasing risk of game production as it enters the Switch 2 era. Okay, so I don't count that as bad news, but I have concerns. The growing development budgets driven by ever larger products and high fidelity games, increased cost of products to consumers meant that high risk of business making games is always becoming riskier. In response, he said that they were attempting to develop some game software on shorter timelines as a potential method of addressing this. Here's what I'm getting out of this article. I'm not comforted by this. On the plus side, we know that Nintendo knows that this is a problem, and they want to reduce costs, and they want to drive down the risks that are happening in the in this industry. They want to drive down the risk. Where this becomes a problem is that games have less time in the oven where they might need it. So what could end up happening is that they could end up overworking a lot of the developers. And I don't know if you know anything about Japanese culture. The Japanese salarymen are already like some of the hardest working individuals in the entire freaking world. It's why their suicide rates in Japan are so unbearably high. And it's really freaking sad. They shouldn't be overworked. They should have more time to develop the games, but they shouldn't they shouldn't be overworked at it too. Like in Pokegaga, thank you for the two game. He says, let's be real. Games have been $60 for 20 years.
They have.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think it needed to be that way either. Like when I was younger and buying games was between $40 and $50, and it just got worse. It got worse because the games started getting bigger, and now they've gotten to a point where it was a problem. We were willing to pay $60 for games and stuff, but when you're getting into 70 and 80, now it's becoming a problem. Diego says it's funny because Nintendo keeps breaking records year after year, but they keep increasing the cost of games and hardware. Now they want to cut on development costs, but the games are $80. Exactly. This isn't helping anything. I don't think this is going to make the games cost any less. I just think this is going to make the product worse. This is not the right solution to the problem. The solution is just cutting the freaking budgets. Make the projects smaller. They're already too large. Like, if you're going to make a 60-hour game, that's fine. Just stop making 100-hour epics. You don't, and then if you have people on your team that aren't doing anything, guess what? Fire them. That's how you run a business.
You feel passionately about the subject, don't you?
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like, look, I haven't made my stance on this like hard to follow. I like Stuttering Craig on Side Scrollers talks about this all the time, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. That Layoffs are sad. They suck. But mass layoffs is a sign of the market trying to heal. It's trying to heal, and we have to let it happen. Mourn it when it happens. I get it. It's sad, and you know, like, be there for, if you know somebody that gets laid off because of stuff like this, be there for them. It's really freaking sad, but we shouldn't have gotten here in the first place. We didn't have to. That's part of the issue.
Ever seen you this mad?
I'm frustrated by it.
Damn.
We didn't need to have this happen. All the people that have lost their jobs didn't need to lose their jobs. They lost their jobs because of gross mismanagement and corporate incompetence. And that's going to bleed into the consumer suffering as well. And that's where I draw the freaking line.
Ask you something. Like, considering that games have cost $60 for 20 years or more, like, wouldn't that mean that the price should go up because of, like, the economic state of the world and, like, people making more money, food costing more, things like that?
Partially, yes. But I also think that I also think that this might be
that's the word.
This might be a really, really weird freaking take, and I understand that when I say it out loud, but I don't think that inflation being part of the reality should be an excuse for not trying to fight it.
So you think that maybe the games are, like, overpriced even then? Even back then?
Well, it depends on what you mean by back then. In my golden era, I don't think games were overpriced. They were overpriced.
But the technology and stuff were probably more expensive back then than it is now. Because it was newer, and, like, newer technology always costs more.
Technology, yeah, it costs kind of more. Consoles were expensive back in the day too. Like, Nintendo's were, like, the Nintendo Entertainment System, I'm pretty certain didn't sell for about $100 up front, right? I think they sold for like $200 or higher, and they when adjusted for inflation would be sold for a pretty gross amount, right? And Maniac Ninja, thank you. I was just getting to that point. There are a variety of SNES carts that had high markups when they were sold on launch. There used to be a form of variable pricing years ago, and I think there was some form of legislation that cracked down on that, which I kind of welcome. I welcome legislation when I don't want the government to have a large hand in a lot of stuff, but I like. I appreciate government intervention when it protects the consumer. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think Poop Guy's also right. I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I would have been so butthurt if games were unilaterally priced at $70 because they've been priced at $60 for so long. I wouldn't have liked it, but I wouldn't have thrown a bitch fit about it. So it's. You know, there's a multitude of ways to look at this. But again, I don't think inflation existing is an excuse for not trying to fight inflation in the first place. A company should always be trying to make your cost of goods go down and be competing with other people. Now it feels like Nintendo was, hey, can we race to be the first people to charge $80 for our software? I bet you the market will find that real funny. And we didn't, Nintendo. It's not funny. We don't like it. It would have been a much better option if you came out in the first place and said, hey, you know what? There's a lot of challenges in this industry, and we're going to do what we can to keep the cost of our freaking games low. The entire
Damn.
industry would have reacted to that a lot better than you not saying anything about the price of your hardware and your game in a Nintendo Direct, because we knew that you knew that we wouldn't have liked the answer.
You should call Nintendo and tell them about this.
Oh, what? They're not going to listen to me.
They would probably hear your passion and be like, "Come on board, young buck," and then like send you straight to the top like you did on LOLcow.
Nah, I highly doubt that. We're past 6. I'm gonna go through this and then we might start wrapping this up. So he says that the game business has always been a high risk business. We recognize that rising development costs are increasing that risk. See, this is why I don't always take what Nintendo says at face value, because they pitched $80 for Mario Kart World, and when all the Nintendo fans unilaterally complained that the price was too much, Nintendo's answer was to double down and say, yeah, this is justified, that the price tag of Mario Kart World is justified. Newsflash.
That's crazy.
I'm going to full screen myself. Newsflash, Nintendo. It wasn't. Your game wasn't worth $80. And I'm very happy that I bought the bundle and spent only $50 on your $80 game, because $50 is what your $80 game was worth. $50. It's not worth $80. Quit kidding yourself. And here's a hint. When the market reacts insanely negatively to something that you're doing, the answer to that problem you're having is not to double, triple, and even quadruple down. Are you listening, Gary Bowser? You're the dickhead in this scenario, dickhead.
Damn.
So not only did they justify the price tag, they said that it was not a new benchmark for all of its titles. Well, thank God for that. But instead of that would have gotten you some good favor, but instead you immediately reneged on that by saying, "Oh yeah, that game tutorial that we know we should be selling to you for free, we're going to charge you $10 for." Like, how stupid are you guys? And like, I know that like that Reggie had to fight Shigeru Miyamoto on this, because Shigeru's like, we don't give any of our software away for free. Well, you had a history of doing that before. You had pack-in titles with the original NES. Like, thank God for Reggie to twist your arm to pack in Wii Sports with the original Wii, because it needed it. It needed it.
Man,
we weren't gonna
calling out Gary.
We weren't gonna spend $60 for Wii Sports. That was never gonna happen.
It was a good game though.
It was. Wasn't worth $60.
No,
What, wasn't worth $60.
Not then.
Never spent $60 on a copy of Wii Sports. Development teams are devising various ways to maintain our traditional approach to creating games amidst the increasing scale and length of development. Oh, well, thank God for that. We believe it's important to make necessary investments for more efficient development. They also believe it's possible to develop game software with short development periods that we still offer consumers a sense of novelty. So he concluded, without providing any examples of this, we see this as one potential solution to concern about rising development costs and software prices. We'll explore it from various angles. Oh, gee, well, thank you. I'm certain you'll come up with a myriad of solutions because you said so. That's that.
Has never
That's
tried to please the public, it doesn't seem.
Yeah, that's that. I don't have a lot of faith in anything that he's saying. And the saddest thing about this is that with all the bad press Nintendo is getting, they're still not the worst offender in a lot of the video game industry. There was somebody on Twitter, I saw it not long ago, that released a myriad of problems that other gaming industry companies have been long performing, that have like shown that they are much worse companies than Nintendo ever has been or ever will be. Now, Nintendo has had a history of being overly litigious about a number of things. I think they should take a different stance on. I understand their stance on emulation. I think they need They absolutely should take a different stance on fan projects. They need to take a different stance on re-releasing content. They need to take a different stance on remastering content. They need to take a different stance on a number of things. But they still aren't the worst video game company in the world. There are other companies that will very loudly and proudly wear that title, but Nintendo's not one of them. And I want the best for Nintendo. I really do. But like the days of taking a bullet for Nintendo have long since passed, and this is not okay. And Furukawa, I harbor no faith that this will ever reach you, but I don't believe you.
We should pray for him.
Yeah.
That he finds the right way.
Yeah. I don't believe a word you say, Furukawa. I don't. You want the market to swing in the right direction, make smaller titles. Take your AAA games and make them a little bit smaller. Cut some of the content. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You can cut maybe a quarter of the content, shorten the budget by X amount, and then sell the game for $60. And guess what? It'll still be a hit because it'll still be a Mario game, a Zelda game, a Donkey Kong game, or God forbid it's a Star Fox game that actually functions correctly. Where's my Star Fox, Nintendo? Where is it? I'm tired, and I'm angry.
I feel bad.
I've had enough.
You've had a hard day.
I've had enough.
You need to go get some sleep.
I need sleep.
You gonna be sleeping in Keem's bed tonight?
I very much no. I brought an air mattress with me that I'm gonna be sleeping in. Anyway, my throat hurts. That's it. That's what I have. That's what I feel. That this is. The answers to these problems seem really obvious to me, and I'm not a developer, okay? So I don't claim to know everything, and I'm never gonna. But maybe
you're a tech expert.
Thank you. I don't think this would be a wild social experiment, would it? Like, would anybody mind if we like lobbied to Nintendo just take one of their IPs and say, hey, just make something a little smaller, see how it goes? It'll be all right. Like, freaking try it. Have you tried? What would happen?
Preach a good word.
Okay. All right. It's
Shorter games.
We'll
have to make like picket signs.
30 hours. 30 to 35 hours. Hell, give me 40. I'll be happy with 40 hours. I get it. Smaller budgets.
Lower prices, shorter games.
Lower prices, shorter games. Okay. All right. Now we're looping. All right, this has been a good time. I've had fun. How are you feeling, Sweet Tea? You feeling a little better about doing the show now?
Yes, I feel very happy.
Okay, good. You going to be here tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Keem.
Good. What a coincidence. So will I. Okay. All right. Look, as always, I thank everybody for chilling with us. Let me make sure. I know we're going to end the show 2 hours early, but I'm still going to throw in the redirect. And if you guys want to chill at the lobby for Locale Cafe, I highly encourage you to do so. Hell, just leave your computer on and give them a view. Who they deserve it.
To do that.
Okay, there
Have
it
it
is.
playing all the time on one of the TVs, so I can stay up to date, and it's getting views.
There you go. Okay, that is set. So Batgirl will be awake in probably about another hour and a half, and then
Poor thing.
Yeah, and then she will be here. She will be here in the same studio, and then on a call with Bigfoot and doing cafe. And then I have to say goodbye to her and her husband, who I've bonded with greatly over the past week. It's been a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, make sure your CD is a pirate software cuck, it seems. Okay, well, no. You're talking about like Pirate Software, the YouTube channel? I don't watch Pirate Software. And I don't think he's on my good boy list right now either, because I think he's having beef with the Stop Killing Games initiative. Every once in a while, I think he says something intelligent, but I don't know. I'm not following him that closely. So I don't know. Anyway, this has been a great show. Sweet Tea, I'll let you go. I'm sure you're tired, so I'm going to let you go, okay? Say goodbye, Gracie.
See you tomorrow, everybody, and hopefully I won't be quitting tomorrow, and I'll be here ready to go.
Yeah, hopefully not. All right. Good show today, girl. Good job. We'll see you
Bye.
tomorrow. Okay.
Thanks.
All right, folks. We've had some fun today. Again, stick around if you're interested. Just hit the. I got the redirect set in, so go over to the next channel and just stay there if you want to give this some support to Lookout Cafe because they deserve it. Doxed. What do you mean doxed? What are you talking about? Doxed. Batgirl will be here doing the show with Bigfoot, and then I got to say goodbye to her. No, that's not her name, you guys. Goodnight, Gracie. Say goodnight, Gracie. It's a turn of phrase. That's not her name. Jeez. Why do I have to spell? And you guys want to make fun of me about being autistic? It's a joke. Say goodnight, Gracie. Okay, goodnight, Gracie. It's a joke. It's not her name. Unbelievable. Okay. So stick around. When the stream ends, you're gonna get kicked over to the lobby for cafe. So stick there. Just keep the stream up if you want, and hang out. And then when the stream starts, give them your love and support. They are awesome folk who run an awesome show. And as always, I thank you for being here and making Tech Talk what it is. Exciting things are over the horizon. And if you've enjoyed watching my character growth here, then you may enjoy watching my character growth as the world continues to turn. So strap in, ladies and gentlemen, because it's going to be an interesting ride. All right. I need some sleep. Thank you, everybody. I've been your host, that dude with the chaos, Emerald CD-Rom 1019, saying to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye, wherever the hell you are, make it a freaking good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.